Super, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert at Custodian File. Today is July 17, 2024. Look at this from 2 years ago. We got, look at this, two dragons just hauling, two dragons in the sky. I've slowed that down to 12%. The aircraft, I guess, are out of frame. I don't generally record empty airspace. That serves no purpose and it's too time consuming. So the aircraft must have just been out of frame on this. But nevertheless, this is how they roll. So the question just keeps coming up that I don't have an answer for. If one dragon can easily do the job of any kind, any objective. I mean, it could recon, and it could defend, it could do any imaginable job. It could probably literally neutralize an aircraft carrier, just one dragon. So the point is, why are there two dragons? That's something like the mailman showing up to your house, like two mailmen, to deliver one letter. There's no logic in that. So why, I just can't, I need some help from you guys, please. Why do two or even three dragons exist? What is this? There's got to be some logic behind it. There's got to be some type of intellectual logic going on, and I can't get past it. So share it with me. All right, let's go forward. I want to show you a lot of video here. Let's go next. Super. All right, 2 years ago, look at this. We have LAPD coming in, same location, same airspace. They always get tagged. Look at that. They always get tagged at the same airspace. You know how you know if you watch my videos, you see the profile of the choppers? It's always the same profile, essentially perpendicular to my camera, and also right there over the jetty rocks. You know, if he's approaching the jetty rocks, what do you think is going to happen? He's going to get tagged. Looks like this is real time. Look at that. It just came off the ground. So I know some of you want to see that in real time because you want to see if you can see these UFO dragons. They're coming out of the water. They're just sitting there right there on the rocks. I'm going to replay this in slow motion. Here we go. Watch it coming off the ground. This thing is hauling. Look at the rotor blades. Look at this. It's easily outrunning the rotor blades. Flies right in front of the Black Hawk. Like, here I am. Good luck with that. Here's the contrast. It makes it a little easier. Looks like it was sitting right there on the wetlands, which they usually do. Just phenomenal. Targets the Black Hawk. Flies over and over, very repeatable. It is very repeatable. There's obviously there's a beehive mentality, like they're protecting, they're guarding something. Over the last 7 years, there have been 3 major research vessels, and one of them did drop us. Look at this. One of them did drop a submarine in the water. Look at the Seahawk coming in. That was a couple years ago, with a gunner in the back. He comes in, flies over the jetty rocks, gets tagged. They're doing everything they can. The government's doing everything. I mean, you're flying in Seahawks with a gunner. I mean, they're telling you, we're here for real. We are here for real. If we have to engage these things, we will. And that wasn't a machine gun. That was a Gatling gun. That's 100 rounds a second. Ooh, I wish I'd like to get that on video, huh? I'd like to see a Seahawk engage one of these dragons. Oh my God, that's going to be some good video. Nevertheless, the Seahawk got tagged. You know what? You just get a helicopter. You fly over the marina. Look at this, twin dragons. They're all over the sky. Again, the pilots have already said these things are very annoying. They don't see them in real time. They're invisible to the human eye. What you're seeing is the IR from the digital camera. All digital cameras can see IR. Fortunately for this high tech. Before this, we didn't have a clue. Maybe the Pentagon had digital cameras 20, 30 years ago, but we didn't. So we do now, and now anyone can record these things. It's not just Marina Del Rey. Anyone can record these small UFO drones. I call them dragons, so I thought they were dragonflies. Nevertheless, you're seeing 2 here. Again, just goes back to the question. I have no clue why 2 would be showing up. I don't know. Is one teaching the other? Is this an apprenticeship? Is a father and son? I mean, what the? I don't know anybody. Please help me out here. I can't brainstorm everything. All I can do is document and post the video. I need your help. I really do. But it's fascinating. You can look at this all day, right? Over and over. All right, let's just keep shooting through these videos because because I'm making an overwhelming, what do they say? Overwhelming statement needs overwhelming evidence. I get that. I'm a clinical pharmacist, so I have a heavy science background. I get that. I need to see the science. I do believe in God. I'm very spiritual, but I need to see the science. It's just how I am. Show me the science. And here it is. It's very predictable. Where and when? Very predictable. They're tagging our aircraft. They're tagging anything in the sky: earth drones, balloons, kites, parasails, airliners, airplanes, birds. I have videos of birds getting tagged over the jetty rocks. I took a picture of a flock of birds over the jetty rocks and said, oh, these guys are going to get tagged, and they did. Just very predictable. Of course, nobody can predict a bird or a bug, but you can predict these UFO dragons, and they don't care. They're like, so what? Take our picture. They're like, what are you going to do about it? Frankly, we're not going to do anything about it. We're just going to just watch, be amazed. All right, let's keep going through the next video here. Super, look at this, 5 years ago already, LAPD. I love blue skies. Blue skies give me the best dragon videos. Love it. So this is slowed down to, actually that looks like it's like 3% because the rotor blade's going, no, that might be 12. That might be 12. So what are we recording here? Look at that, right on top. That's why, two of them. That's why you don't zoom in too close. You zoom in too close like that, you're gonna lose the dragon because the dragon's gonna be outside the frame. You're gonna lose the video. So there's a balance. There's a balance. The balance is how many aircraft you have flying over you. You live at the airport, you have 100 aircraft a day. Go ahead, take your chances, zoom in. But look at this. Look at this dragon far away. Look at that, coming and going. One's coming in, the other one's far away. They're just coming and going here. They're just, what is that about? Some type of stereo recon? What are they? One's verifying the other's data? Just exceptional, just exceptional. We got the ID, we got the clarity. I really like that because you can clearly read the numbers on the chopper. So that's about as clear as a dragon's gonna get. You say, oh, it's out of focus. It's not out of focus. That's just as clear as it's going to get. I'm shooting 4K, 60 frames, Panasonic X1000. I'm looking for a higher tech. It's actually a 6K camera. It's actually called a Dragon Epic 6K. It only shoots 75 frames, so I could kind of live with that. It's a slow process. I'm calling the guy. He's not calling me back, so it's. I'll stay on it here. I'm trying to get this done. I'm trying to upgrade, but for now, 4K will get the job done. 60 frames, very well. You don't have to, you can record at night, you don't have to. I mean, just it depends how much time you have, but just your cell phone is fine. They're all 4K. It's amazing. The cell phone now, some of them are 8K, 120 frames. Some of them shoot 1,000 frames. You don't really need 1,000. You don't need a lot of, 60 frames is fine. What we need is resolution, 4K or higher. But basically, this is the format. Copy the format. And you'll get the same results. You'll get the same results and build your library. Keep a file. You can share them with me, custodianfile@gmail. Reach out if you want. I'll post them if you want. But start building your library, your Dragon library. It's going to be needed because eventually corporations, the government, the Pentagons, is going to want people's Dragon videos, and of course they won't be for free because you invested a lot of time. So build your library because a lot of people are building their library now. I think the media is building their libraries, and as soon as the green light, the Dragon green light is out there, it's going to be pretty exciting. I don't see it's too much further away. I know, some people want to keep this top secret for another 100 years. I don't see that happening. I don't see any logic or intellect behind that. I just don't. So I think the majority of people want to know the truth. Just tell us the truth. They tell us, oh, we're going to go crazy. We're going to go screaming. We're gonna jam the highways. There's going to be gridlock. No, man, I think You know, you've lived long enough. You've seen a lot more crazier stuff than dragons, right? So what? We've seen more crazier stuff than that. I don't have to repeat it. So tell me what you think. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let's go to the next video. Super. We're going to end on this one here from 2 years ago. So we got twin dragons here. Looks like we got we've got the Taurus. Roughly, I would estimate the Taurus is like 2,000 feet out. Again, these dragons are about 10-inch silhouette. So the further from the camera, that's why the intervals are different, because the one further away is traveling at the same speed, but they're roughly 10 inches, about the same size as the silhouette of the pilot's helmet. So the one in front of the camera is a lot closer, a lot closer, but they're both about 10 inches in diameter. The silhouette corona, I believe that has to do with, we're looking at heat expansion. When they're parked, they're like 1 inch, and then once they start to move, they move. And it's very likely too, they're shapeshifters. I think once they start to move, they turn into a barbell. It has to do with the physics of working the center of the barbell to exceed the speed of light, electron waves to exceed the speed of light, which will collapse the space-time continuum, which allows them to show off like they're doing, which is impressive. It's amazing. We need to jump on this. We need to tap into this technology. They're probably 1,000 years ahead of us. We want some of that technology. It's that simple, straight up. I've seen emails from the industrial complex, military industrial complex. The email straight up says, we want to talk to everyone involved with these UFOs. We want to incorporate them into our aircraft. I mean, at least they're being honest, straight up. So let's get it done. We've got a lot of smart viewers that can get this done, can think of things haven't even thought of. I mean, I'm doing them, recording the IR on these. They're leaving an audio clip 8% of the time. They're triggering the X and K band 8% of the time. There's a lot more physics out there we could be doing. This is, and for what it's worth, there is a triangle in Marina Del Rey that tends where the majority of dragons are recorded in. I need to do like a screenshot and point that out, but there is a triangle for what it's worth. So pretty exciting times. All right, I think that will do it for today. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate all your support. I could use your support. Let me hear your comments, good or bad. I don't mind. This is Robert at Custodian Files. Stay well. Bye-bye.